Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Goble and welcome back to TransFuture. I'm a specialist in treating ADHD and behavior in general. Now I've got a question for you. Has your divorce or separation been tough on you and your child? I'm positive that the answer to that question is a definite yes. Well, I've treated over 1,000 families with child behavioral problems, and at least 65% of those cases have been either divorced or separated families. Now, separation can be very traumatic for you as a parent, and of course very traumatic for your children, especially the more sensitive children. Sensitive children can be so affected that it manifests itself as bad behavior in the school and in the home. Now, this can be misinterpreted and in fact misdiagnosed as ADHD. And worse still, they can be medicated for ADHD, when really all it is a question of an imbalance due to the loss of what was their stable family environment. Now, you as a mother or a father can also receive very tough treatment from your child. They may blame you for the divorce or separation or the absence of the father or the mother. Obviously, this creates a huge burden of guilt for you. On top of the guilt, the other partner, so maybe the father, plays the victim to the child, which fuels the child's anger towards you as a mother, as the responsible one for the separation. It can go the other way, of course. The mother could be so upset with the father and constantly expressing it to the child that the child becomes very angry with the father, and the father can get sidelined out of the family completely. Now, this can be very distressing and hurtful for a father. Or maybe the father simply walks away and makes no effort to interact with the child or support the mother, or vice versa. Now, obviously, when the father walks away, this can greatly affect the child as they feel completely rejected. And you as a mother are left with that daily burden of filling that gap where the father used to be in your child's life. And that can be really tough going, right? And also, a child's behavior can be seriously affected by living in two different homes. What usually happens is there's two different sets of rules or dynamics in the home, and that causes imbalances in the child's behavior. And they don't really know where they are. They get confused. Well, if I'm like that with my dad and I'm like that with my mum, well, where do I stand? No? And that causes imbalance, emotional imbalances, and conflict for each parent. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that the child lives with the mother during the week with a strict regime, and the child stays with the father at the weekend with a more relaxed regime. Come the following Monday, when the child's back in mum's home, what they find is that the child becomes very uncontrollable and slightly aggressive. And by Thursday, the child has calmed down again. But guess what? By Saturday, they're back with the father and they become unsettled again. And that's a vicious circle that can continue to do so until there is a mutual agreement between the way the dynamic is to be in the house. That's to say, mother and father have the same set of rules in both houses. Now, that's easier said than done, as I'm sure you'll agree. But regardless of the separation, both mother and father need to be united on authority applied in both houses or both homes. Now, if all this sounds familiar to you, you've come to the right place, because I've got some good news for you. My program, TransFuture, can help you as a parent to relieve the burden of guilt and frustration, first of all, because of the separation and the situation with your child. But we can also reduce the child's anger and sadness about the situation and create more stability in their behavior. And we can also support you to have a collective and mutual authority in both homes, which will reduce conflict between each parent, so mother and father. I'm Dr. Mark Goble. It's been a pleasure talking with you. I invite you to come and check our website, and you can have more information about what we do in TransFuture. And I look forward to helping you soon.